A couple of weeks ago, there was Gen Con, a gaming convention full of events, cosplay, and more. At the con, we checked out the Modern Magic Regional Championship qualifier and interviewed Kevin, a player piloting Jund. Let's see what his deck is all about.
Basically, it's a tournament where all the best players in the world from different countries and everything come in the same room and play the game that we all love.
I am Jace Belair.
And I am Stoneforge Mystic.
It's just a really amazing game.
That's just mind-boggling to even think about. I guess the rest is history.
I like playing Magic at the fairest, with Urza Saga being printed, a lot of Horizons 2 card being printed. I feel like the formats, or at least Jund, is becoming changed ever so differently to where it's not really recognizable anymore, where you're not playing Bloodbraid Elf on turn 3, but you're playing constructs on turn 3. And I just like playing old school Magic, where we're supposed to be having a game of Magic where it's fun and interactive, as opposed to playing more overpowered cards and snowballing the game into your favor. I'm playing Boomer Jund, not Zoomer Jund. Jund is basically a deck of green, black, and red, where your goal of the deck is to take a part of the pieces of your opponent's deck and resources and use cards like Liliana the Veil to make them discard, and cards like Tarmogoyf, a good value creature, to bring their life total down to 0. So there are now 2 iterations of Jund that the Jund players are starting to call, where there's Boomer Jund, where cards like Bloodbraid Elf, Liliana the Veil are still being played, as opposed to Zoomer Jund, where it's Urza Saga, Ragavan, and Darcy, also known as Dragon Rage Channeler. My mana base is mostly focused around red and black cards, because in my opinion, red and black has gotten the most treatment as opposed with more powerful cards, as opposed to green. Green cards I'm playing in my build is Tarmogoyf and Riveteers Charm. Mostly everything else is going to be a red card, or at least red-black, like Kolaghan's Command. I run Dragon Rage Channeler and Ragavan as my 1-drops. I know I'm saying I'm playing Boomer Jund, but those are very mana-efficient creatures for a 1-drop. A 1-mana 3/3 that can fly, and a 2/1 that could dash, deal combat damage to your opponent. You get a treasure, and you also exile a top card of their deck, and you get to play it. It's just a very efficient 1-drops, which Jund is all about, very efficient creatures. We're also playing Tarmogoyf as a favorite, and we're playing a couple more value creatures, such as Seasoned Pyromancer and Bloodbraid Elf. The non-creatures, since we are running Darcy, we are also playing Unholy Heat, when they both have a Delirium package with them, so those together work very well. We're also playing an old school card called Terminate to get rid of those Murktide regions that are havocing around Modern. My favorite card in the deck has to be Liliana the Veil. It's one of my pet cards. It's a great planeswalker for 3 mana, making us both discard, and if necessary, you can get rid of a creature or get rid of half a pile of cards that they chose. So the primary mission for my sideboard is to try and keep the game as fair as possible, such as Alpine Moon, getting rid of those pesky Urza lands, or maybe Dwarven Mines if we're playing the combo deck with creativity. We also have 2 of Turok against the Omnath matchup. We also have 2 Ancient Grudges to get rid of artifacts such as constructs from Urza Saga and the Shadow Spear. We also have Chalice of the Void, at least 2 of them against the Cascade matchups. And then the singletons that I have a 1 of Force of Vigor to get rid of artifacts and enchantments, 1 of Engineer Explosives to help against the Urza Saga decks. We also have 1 of Veil of Summer against Control. We have 1 of Terminate against the Murktide matchups or bigger creature matchups. And we also have Collective Brutality against the Bird matchup. I personally do not have enough experience against the unfair matchups, such as Creativity decks or Titan. Best matchup are the ones I'm most comfortable with, so mid-range matchups such as Omnath, Jund, the Murktide decks I've been having a fun time against. Again, I'm having a game of Magic where I want to interact with the player and have a fun game of Magic, as opposed to me not having fun or my opponent not having fun. What I like most about playing Jund is that I get to play the fairest game of Magic I possibly can. You can't say Jund is unfair, because there's nothing combo-oriented about Jund. There are some small synergies, such as getting Delirium or getting that Tarmogoyf to become a 5/6 or a 6/7, as opposed to other decks where they're playing counterspells one after another, and you feel like you're not playing the game anymore. I want you to at least play the game of Magic, and so do I, and I want us to have both a good time, whether we both win a game or we both lose the game.
We really appreciated Kevin sharing his modern Jund deck to us. His deck list is in the video's description, so please take a look at it and leave a comment if you have any questions. This is our last video from Gen Con, but we will have more deck techs coming soon, so make sure to subscribe to our channel to watch more Inside the Deck.